Good morning. Today's outing is taking me up to Mount Lemmon outside of Tucson in southeastern Arizona. And it's over 9,000 feet. And down here in Tucson it is currently 82 degrees at around 9 o'clock in the morning. And up on top of the mountain it's 59 right now, so should be a much cooler ride. We'll see what's going down. Never been up here before. Well, it is certainly a pretty drive. We're passing through the elevation where saguaros are everywhere, and really nice roads so far, which is an improvement over a lot of what I saw and felt going through Tucson itself to get to this point. Coronado National Forest, I think the tallest peak in the Coronado Mountains in southeast Arizona. A lot of bicyclists on this road. They got a nice wide bike lane for most of what I've passed so far. One of them just went by me the other direction. He had to have been going at least 30 miles an hour. It's a pretty steep climb, so that means pretty steep descent on the other end. It's an interesting climb so far. I read online that the Promaster doesn't do great on hills, and this is pretty darn steep, and I've had no issue whatsoever maintaining the speed limit so far. Well, so far the scenery has been pretty spectacular. Can't be looking around too awful much because the number of bicyclists on this road has been significantly more than I expected. People must really love a challenge. We just passed the 4,000 foot elevation, so we've climbed about 3,000 feet ever since leaving Tucson. Just got out for a little look around at one of the scenic pullouts here. Give you some idea of what the scenery is like. And stop to pull over and hook up a wireless mic, which makes life a little easier. Now I can drive with both hands and then pick up my Pocket 3 when I want to view out the front window. So, as I was saying earlier, the Promaster seems to be doing just fine with handling this climb. I'm actually quite impressed with it. I'm wondering if perhaps people that had issues with theirs climbing maybe had the older 6-speed transmission, where this has the 9-speed transmission in it. And plenty of pull-out parking areas along the road here. So there should never be a reason why, if you're going slower than what the speed limit is and there's traffic behind you, there should be plenty of opportunities to let them get around. Swinging a little wide there for the bicyclist. Wow, this is really, really pretty. I just stopped at one of the scenic pullouts to take the Pocket 3 out and get some video of that. The views here are something else. A couple motorcycles went by while I was out at the looking around in that view area, and makes me miss having a bike with me to take on roads like this. Lots of good curvy stuff, as you can clearly see from that sign right there. And just passed through the 6,000 foot elevation and still climbing. I can feel the air is a little thinner up here. Those people on bicycles must be in really good shape, with a lot more lung capacity than what I have. Hear that wind. This particular vista is called Windy Point. I can understand why. Quite pretty. There's Tucson way out on the horizon. This is a little bit like a combination of going through the Colorado Rockies and also seeing the Needles portion of the Black Hills. The rocks, the stacks, the formations around here are really striking. Stop and get out and take a picture at Hoodoo Vista Point. And Hoodoo Vista Point. And passing through 7,000 foot elevation. Temperature is down to 67 degrees. Nice to drive without the air conditioning going, especially since the van is having to work on this climb. Gotta say, it has been a very pleasant drive though. The road's in reasonably decent shape compared to some of the roads in the Tucson area. They're coming up on a campground up ahead here. I think I'm going to just pull in and just take a little look around, see what passes for a campground around here. since we're in the national forest. And just driving in through the campground that I went into. It's roads are narrow, lots of overhanging trees, sign saying it's a flash flood area. And it looks like it's gravel roads to get to the sites. I haven't seen anything that would be friendly for a van. The campsites are all off the road, so it looks like it's going to be tent camping type situation. And just to give you an idea of how curvy these roads are, that's what it's looking like on the GPS. Let's stop at the Palisades Visitor Center for a little look around.
The True Adventure. Another good one is the Butterflies and Sunset.
62 degrees out at that stop at the visitor center there. That feels a little brisk after the last few days in the hundreds and upper 90s. So a nice cool change of pace. Well, kind of this whole drive today so far has been a nice, cool change of pace. Just rolling into the community of Summer Haven. All these tiny homes are a hotel. Interesting premise. It is a little ski village. Obviously not this time of year, but I drove up to the ski area. Not a lot to it, but there are some condos in that along the way. Just leaving the ski area and Summer Haven area, so it's the same road back that I took out this morning. So I'm gonna wrap this video up for today. Thanks for riding along. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.